Greetings, welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are in the world. Today we're diving straight in. How can you maximize your online growth and potentially escape the 9 to 5 grind? Imagine acquiring the skills to generate passive income without spending on marketing or relying on friends and family. Sounds good, right? Let's explore how you can make this a reality. So, before we get into the strategies, let me share a little bit about myself. I come from a extensive background in education, but as of June 2024, my position was cut. Now, I like to say I'm gainfully unemployed, but you know what? Everything happens the way it's supposed to, and I'm designing the kind of life that I want to have. Okay, so we're gonna have a little bit of story time here. Okay, so it's been some time now. It's been some seasons back, but me and my mom, we had went to the seafood festival. And so neither one of us had ever attended before. And so we wanted to check it out. She asked me if I wanted to go. I said, yeah, let's go. So we're at the seafood festival. We're out and about, walking around, lots of people there, lots of vendors, lots of businesses. So I come across my future chiropractor, and he is out there drumming up more business. And so he's advertising for a free massage. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I want a free massage. So I get the free massage. And so he's massaging me, and then he says, okay, I'm gonna stop because I don't want you to be sore. And I'm like, it was too late for that. I'm already sore. So he did say he discovered something, but couldn't say what it was because you need x-rays. So he was also offering a very good deal for the full body x-ray and exam. So I made an appointment. So the seafood festival was happening over the weekend. So on the next business day, I was at the chiropractor's office because I was like, okay, let me see about myself and see what's happening here. And so we take the x-rays. The doctor's looking at the x-rays. The doctor's looking at me. I'm looking at the x-rays. And he's like, do you ever have back pain? Because this is a lot of subluxation going on. And I'm like, no, I don't have any back pain. So let's look at my before and my after. So this is my before x-ray. This is when that very first appointment and x-ray. And the doctor is like shocked, with all this degeneration happening. So my I was just degenerating. My organs weren't working at their highest capacity. The spine was degenerating. It was just a mess. When I lay on the table, one leg was I was just so out of alignment. One leg, it looked like this. One leg was out of alignment, the other one was like this. So let's take it from the top here. I had the my cervical spine. Now the vertebrae is supposed to be open, right? Mine was closing up and fusing together. So you can see here in my after, there's a huge difference here. You have elongation, and my cervical spine is not fused and closed together. You can't necessarily see that in this x-ray, but it opened up. So like um it was it was just a mess. So like all that subluxation and all that tension, and my bones were just holding all of that, and it was life changing going through this transformation, to say the least. So as we scroll down here, you see all this curvature. I had scoliosis. Didn't know it. Didn't feel anything. Never knew. Never knew. you know? So here I don't have the scoliosis. We straightened all that out. My lumbar and thorax was okay. So a perfectly straight spine is a 0 or a 1. I was a 14. So, whew, here I was a 14. I believe by the time we took this x-ray, I was at a 7. And then I'm on my way to lower numbers. So in my before, I started off at 5'3", no, 5'2" and 3/4, and that's not my natural or normal height. So by the time we took this X-ray, I was 5'3" and a half on my way to 5'4". So also in my before, my pelvis was twisted up. Didn't know it. I was just a walking hot mess. Didn't know it, never felt anything, didn't have the knowledge of chiropractic science. I didn't know any of that. So, but I soon learned. I became like a junior chiropractor. It was it was amazing though. Okay, so I started going 5 days a week, like that very first week, and then after that, went 3 times a week. So we also took tests. Well, I was tested, like my reach and all of that, and it was limited. The numbers were low by the standards. And then I think they were just low in general. But fast forward, by the time we tested again, I surpassed the standard numbers. I surpassed my own low numbers. I was able to reach, stretch, expand, do everything. So, okay, so now I'm getting the adjustments, right? And so 3 months in, well, okay, so the first 6 weeks, my body's super, super sore. This is like deeper than, oh, I did some exercise and my body's sore. This was a different kind of sore. This was like deep down to the nerve. So I would go to bed by 8 o'clock every day just because I'm still getting up and going to work every day. My body's super sore. I need the rest. And I just couldn't hang with this deep, intense soreness and all that was going on. So 3 months in, things are starting to integrate. Actually, they were integrating before that, but in terms of my twisted up pelvis, I started to bleed. So I was okay with it initially because it was just a little bit of blood, right? But like as time progressed, it became more and more and more blood, and I was like, I can't hang with this now because this is impacting my energy. Um, this is impacting me at work, and so I talked to the chiropractor about it. He said he wanted me to bleed it out, right? I was like, I can't do that. I understand, that mindset, letting things just happen and stop naturally and all of that, but it was getting to be too much. So he told me the herbs to stop the bleeding. So that was cool. So I'm getting the adjustments. Um, the doctor is measuring me, right? Because he keeps telling me, you're going to be taller, you're going to be taller, you're going to be taller. And I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. Okay. I want to be my natural, normal height, not some degenerating old lady getting shorter. And so the doctor was measuring me, right? Like a parent would measure their kid, like, oh, when you were 3, you were this height. When you were 4, you were this height. So we saw rapid and phenomenal results. So, um, okay, so with the adjustments, the doctor is with my gangster leaning, crooked spine, out of alignment, right? And all this extra curvature. With the adjustments, the doctor is like pushing that spine straight. pushing it straight, straightening it out, right? So it was the very first month, my nose was like running because my sinuses and nasal passages and all that, everything was getting opened up. So I was feeling a difference. Like this was huge transformation. It was worth every moment of discomfort, all this out of alignment that I was integrating and becoming in alignment. So it was it was a phenomenal experience because of my such phenomenal and rapid results. Um, maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know if the rapidness has something to do with it or not. But my chiropractor had put my testimony up in the chiropractor because of such amazing results, along with other people who had amazing results. So, um, okay, so fast forward, right? My legs is no longer, no more, none of this. Now we have this, right? We're in alignment. We, um, my clothes, I don't know. It's hard for me to be objective, but the chiropractor did say that, once you get in alignment, your clothes may fit better. You may drop a few pounds. Um, there was a period of time too where I felt this draining down the back of my head, down my neck, down my back. And I'm like, doctor, what's this? And, is this fluid? And he's like, no, it's just pressure being taken off of the nerve. And I felt it. I mean, I felt it was like a relief. Pressure on the nerve, I didn't even know that was happening, right? But I did feel the difference. So everything was being corrected and addressed, right? So my whatever organs that weren't working in their highest capacity is now working at its highest capacity. Spine is in alignment. I'm taller. I felt the difference. I felt the difference. So I would highly recommend anyone tuning in whenever you see this video, you go check yourself out. Go see where you stand because it's a lot of people running around here with crooked spines and they don't even know it. And they may be having health issues or not feeling as good as they could be or thinking they're feeling good and maybe there's levels to it. So maybe they're not feeling as good as they think they are or could be. The spine is the foundation of the body. It's just amazing how much I learned going through this process. And the doctor told me, had I waited a season or two longer, I would have needed a surgery. And you don't want, if you can help it, if you can prevent it, you do not want anyone doing a surgery on your back. You don't want it. So, one of my biggest takeaways from this experience was that I could be feeling good and thinking I'm feeling good, right? Because I don't have anything else to compare it to. But meanwhile, there's things percolating and happening in the body, and you don't even know it, but it's happening. And spine degenerating. I'm shorter than I'm supposed to be, and organs not working at their highest capacity, and you don't have the slightest clue. So, because like when you feel pain, you know something's happening then, right? But when you don't feel anything, you don't know. So that's today's story time. Okay, we're gonna talk stats. Okay, so let's talk numbers here. E-learning is booming. In 2019, it was a $950 million industry. By 2023, it was doing 1 billion a day. And now in 2024, it's averaging 1.2 billion a day. So we're in 2024 now, right? So every day of this year, it's been averaging 1.2 billion a day. So by 2027, it's projected to hit 3 billion a day. The question is, how can you take advantage of this growth? So we're going to keep it moving here. Okay, so creating digital products is great, but what if it doesn't lead to sales? It can take months to develop and launch, plus extensive marketing. But what if I told you there's a way to achieve time freedom and stay ahead of the curve with cutting edge advancements? Done for you programs offer a high potential for return on investment with a smaller initial commitment. These programs have already proven their worth, so you're tapping into a validated market demand. It's about working smarter, not harder, So imagine leveraging the expertise of industry pros. Done for you programs are crafted by experts, enhancing your brand's credibility and attracting more customers. And the best part, you keep all the profits, no sharing, just you and your hard earned income. Okay, so let's dream for a moment. Would you consider, I'm going a little too fast here, would you consider quitting your job if you were consistently making 10,000 a month? And what if I told you there's more? Imagine having three streams of income generating 100, 300, and $600. The online world is vast with 5 billion people on social media waiting to connect with you. Okay, so we're going to, I want to talk about and show you some of the amazing activities that's happening in my community. So we got Mel Makes Money, 3,200 a day. What? Three upgraded from 100 to 800, one of 600 sale, and two times 100. I'm blown away every time. It's the best feeling in the world. So Mel Makes Money made $3,200 in a day. Now, how many people are out there that work a job that makes 3,200 in a day? There are people that work a job that don't make 3,200 in a week. There are people that work jobs that don't make 3,200 in a month. So Mel Mel is doing it. Mel guys did had some amazing results. Okay, so let's see what Lizelle has to say. Officially a six-figure earner in dollars. All right, Lizelle, keep up the good work. I just hit my 100,000 in 7 months with this program. I'm in tears, shaking, overwhelmed with gratitude, and even more determined to show up for my perfect customer daily. I went from working a full-time business, averaging 1,000 a month after expenses, to over $1,000 days, working 2 hours a day with 100% profit. This is so surreal. I thank the Lord for answering my prayer. I thank you as Cecilia Jacobs for showing up when you did. I thank you at Michelle O'Neill for leading the way and sculpting me into a fierce leader who not only started believing in herself, but now help others to believe in themselves too. What a new story of my life. Things I would tell my previous version of myself. Don't worry about anyone. Don't worry what anyone thinks of you. They don't have your stress and your sleepless nights. You are the only one that can change your future. It only takes one to stand up and change an entire generation. I am honored to be in the presence of great leaders and action takers. Thank you for everything. All right. All right, Lizelle, keep rocking and rolling. That's fantastic. Amazing success. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I love it. Proud of you. All right, so now picture this, a fully automated sales process that runs independently with just 20 people subscribing daily and one out of 20 making a purchase. You could be looking at 600 a day. Automations create passive income streams that work for you 24/7. Okay, so we're going to look at some more wins, some more amazing, fantastic activity happening in my community on a daily basis. Let's see what Heather has to say. Over 5K, hit another 900 today and put me over five. I think she meant 5K in less than 3 weeks. I can get used to this. I bet you can. Congratulations to you too, Heather. Keep up the amazing work. People are changing their life on the daily. Are you excited to be part of a dynamic community that guides you from launch to profitability in just 3 days? Imagine your online business going live, ready to bring in revenue while you focus on what matters. There are some people in my community who they were able to launch their business in one day because they had the time and the effort to get their business together. So this is something that doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't have to. So we have bonuses, which include Canva Crash Course, my 1 million in 17 months blueprint, and access to the digital growth community. And there's more. 30-day market strategy growth plan, how to start an online business with MRR, and 200 digital product ideas. So if you're ready to learn more, let's dive in. Visit my funnel at www.dailypaygrowthautomation.com, and you can connect with me on my socials, YouTube, LinkedIn, as well as Twitch. So thank you for taking your time today. Remember, the opportunities are vast out here. I hope you have. Actually, this concludes my presentation. I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself.